I assume that all of you are planning to appear for UPSC with Sociology optional. Probably the purpose of today's class is to tell you how Sociology will help you in your preparation, how probably your attitude towards preparation should be, and what exactly is there in Sociology. Probably some brief explanation about syllabus, plus how it is going to help you in your civil services preparation journey. Probably all this. Before that, whenever we talk about Sociology optional, so this year all in a rank 2, probably most of you know. So her optional was Sociology. She got around 298 plus. So something she said interesting: less resources, more revision. Less resources, more revision. She openly told that she was confined to only 3-4 books, and then only respective materials, meaning less resources, more revisions. That's what she said. Then some 10th, 12th, 14th, anyway, invariably every year, if you look at top 10 rankers, a few rankers, I won't say all of them, a few of them optional. One of the popular optional is Sociology. Score range approximately, if you look at, in the range of 280 to 325. Komal Agarwal, her name is. So highest marks is 325, but approximately in the range of 290 plus. So which means score potential is high. Apart from that, UPSC successful candidates list, if you check percentage of success ratio of the optional, so there also invariably top 3 are so anthropology, PSI or Sociology. Invariably percentage of high success ratio out of overall. Apart from that, so Indian Society paper 1, Social Justice in paper 2, plus Economic Inequalities in paper 3, Ethical Framework in paper 4, plus feeder for answer writing called Thinkers Framework. So these are additional benefits you will get along with Sociology. Actually, we are going to discuss. So Indian Society roughly you will get around 70 plus marks. Social Justice you will get roughly around 30 to 40 marks. And in paper 3, Poverty, Unemployment, so Economic Inequalities, Land Reforms. So this is directly overlap around 30 marks. Plus in paper 4, there are 3-4 chapters, ethics paper, which are relevant to sociological understanding, like role of family in ethical background. So plus you will become a better person. You will understand any issue from not just only from one dimension, from various dimensions. So in brief, so these are the advantages of Sociology optional. I told you. So if you are able to read NCERT classes for some time, 11th and 12th, if you read for some time, if you are okay with it, or if you can just probably know about the meaning of the terms correctly, more than enough. So before we start, this about myself. When we out of syllabus, not required for you. So I have cleared UGC NET and AP set in MA Sociology. So I worked as AC1 Intelligence Bureau, Ministry of Home Affairs. I worked as administrative officer in ISRO also. I love teaching. That's the reason why I have been teaching for UPSC, both economy and sociology from 2015, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. So currently I am teaching Sociology optional here, so that we can bring change in the society and create better society with better intellectuals like you, probably in future for civil services. So what exactly there in Sociology, sir? So why, how Sociology helps? First, any issue, it is easy to judge, difficult to think. It is easy to judge, very difficult to think. Why do we say this, sir? What is the reason for this, sir? Suppose a boy and girl both are holding hands with each other, and they both are walking on the road. A boy and girl both are just going on the road, they both are walking, they both are holding hands with each other. So what could be the relationship between them? One answer, brother and sister, couple, probably. Yes, both are blind people. Oh my god, oh nice interpretation. Come on, online students, you've seen a boy and girl both are holding hands with each other and they both are going on the road. So what do you think? So, what do you think is the relationship between the two? See, all of us started judging based on our own interpretations. Unless you know who are they, full details about them, why are they at that point of time, so we cannot judge. See, look at, we simply judged already based on our interpretation. So, sociology will tell you, don't judge like this. Yes, don't judge like this. Have the rationality to ask the questions. Who are they? Why are they? What are they doing? What appears to be that they are doing? In reality, what was the reason for them at that point of time? So, sociology will try to bring out the hidden truth behind the social issues. But we start judging. Immediately, we start judging. Suppose a person's exam is not cleared in the first attempt. So, immediately society starts judging. What is the judgment? Waste. Waste of time, waste of money, waste of energy, whatever. Next attempt, all India first rank. Same society again. Hey, నాకు తెలిసి ముందే నువ్వు సెలెక్ట్ అవుతావని. Such a great achievement. So, what is wrong with that? Society is always like that. You do something, they judge. You don't do something, you judge. You laugh, they'll judge. You cry, they judge. So, but sociological background will tell you, don't try to jump into conclusions, don't try to jump into judgment. Wait, relax, understand, analyze from both the conflicting perspectives, then come to a possible, look at the word, possible conclusion, not judgment. Possible conclusion. Two people, when they go to a tea shop, normal criticism. Politicians are waste, we have to kill all the politicians. India will never become a developed country. What not? All chai pe charcha. That charcha or discussion will become holistic, scientific, rational, much more. When it becomes much more better with the understanding of the issue. And most important, it will become a person with empathy and sympathy toward the society. Which means when you are going on a journey, some 3 years or 4 years old boy or girl is coming and asking for some money. Casually, we just will give 2, 3 rupees, 3, 4 rupees, probably some banana, some chocolate. That's all. But we never asked why these many children are there in Indian society who are like this. Who is responsible for their social situation like this? How can we bring change in them? We need not adopt them. We need not give money to them. We just have to call to a number and inform that such XYZ person is available here. Do you know there are separate departments for the rescue of the children? Do you know there are separate hostels for them? There are separate educational institutions for them. You just have to call to one number and inform that on so and so railway station, so and so person is there. That's all. Nothing else you need not do. The social welfare department, the rescue team will come and save the child and provide all education, shelter, food. See, his life is completely changed. Social change happened just with the thought, what can I do for bringing the change? You did not do anything. You just informed to one particular number, so and so thing is happening. So again, what is a good nation? What according to you is good society? What according to you is stability in the society? What is good nation? Good families will make good nation. How good family is created? Good individuals. So it means you are part of a family system. First, you individual are trying to bring a change. That will bring change in the family. That will bring change in the society. That will bring change in the community. That will bring change in the world. So Champion cinema చూసారా? ఛాంపియన్ సినిమాలో ఫాదర్ విల్ టెల్ ఏ డైలాగ్ టు ద సన్, ఈ ప్రపంచం ఇలా ఎందుకుందో మన చేతిలో లేదు, కానీ ప్రపంచాన్ని ఎలా మార్చాలనుకుంటున్నామో మాత్రమే మన చేతిలో ఉంది. అది జీవితంలో ఏదో రోజు నీకు అర్థం అవుతుంది. అర్థమైన రోజే నిజమైన పుట్టినరోజు. ఏం చెప్పారు సార్? See, look at once again. How the society is like this is not in our hands. But what change you want to bring in the society is in your hands. The day you realize your purpose of life is the real birthday. This is exact meaning of the dialogue. Which means there are so many millions of people who are just surviving. They are not showing their importance to the society. బతకడం వేరు, జీవించడం వేరు. సో మోస్ట్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ మియర్లీ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ఆన్ ద ప్లానెట్ ఎర్త్. సో మనకంటూ ఒక పేజీ ఉండాలి కదా. సో social change need not happen by becoming only civil servant. Social change can happen through anything. Your thinking process, real change will come in your mind first. Change is not anywhere. First change will come in the thought process. Thoughts become things. So sociology will bring you that spark of the thought. Okay, what can I do? First to change my life, to change my family life, to change my friends, to change my circle, to bring the change in the society. See, Mother Teresa was not a civil servant. She is not a politician. She never expected any return. But why such a profound impact on social change? So, thinking process. First, a thought has to come to your mind. Apart from that, when you become a civil servant or a government officer, and public come to you with so many problems, the attitude with which you listen to them, the perception with which you try to convince them, and the way you respond to them. See, people forget what you say, people forget what you do, people will never forget how you make them feel. When somebody comes to you with a problem as an officer, how well you respond to them, not solve the problem. See, look at the word. How well you respond to the problem will bring the change about perception. You are not at all listening to a problem. See, look at that lockup death incident. So all those who studied about that case, what perception we have on police? Obviously. So tomorrow when you become an officer, when somebody comes to you with a really problem, how will you respond to them? So right attitude will be formed toward that. It is your attitude, not your aptitude, which determines your altitude. First and foremost, attitude towards life, attitude towards your goal, attitude towards family, attitude towards society will change because of sociology optional. That much I can guarantee. After clearing civil services, wherever you are posted, you will be part of policy formulation, you will be part of drafting rules and regulations, you will be part of understanding response of the society to a government scheme. So you will understand far better when you are drafting the policy, when you are suggesting the government. So to bring the social change, somebody suggested equality of opportunity for all. Reservations came into picture. Gender equality, women reservation came into picture. No. In upper caste also poor people are there. EWS came into picture. People are migrating from rural area to urban area in search of lack of the work. MG Narega came in. So from where? Observe the society, observe the problems, try to come up with the solutions. Instead of just randomly criticizing, just like political criticism, you are trying to come up with a practical solution. So, she teams, from the idea only. Gender budgeting, from the idea only. Saki centers, from the idea only. From where all these are coming up? By understanding social issues in a real-time practical manner. So, apart from that, what else is there in sociology? Forget about all that. Take in this class only. Why all girls are sitting on one side, all boys are sitting in the other side, separate groupism? Why this groupism? Oh, men are afraid of women. That's why they are far away from the class. Why this groupism? Why all women are sitting on as a group? Why all men are sitting as a group in the class? Why this groupism? Oh, comfortable, be away from men. So, exactly. Now we are getting the answer. Who told you that girls should be set separately, boys should be set separately? In which constitution? In which principle? First class teacher told like that. We have been following the same thing. That is only is called as socialization. So a girl is wearing shirt and pant and coming to the class. Accepted? Accepted, sir. If a boy comes to a class with Punjabi dress, no, why are you laughing? What's wrong in that? See, if a girl is wearing shirt and pant, we are accepting. If a boy wants to come to a class in Punjabi dress or sari, why your mind is not accepting? Because in your mind, already frames are created about a girl, about a boy. From where it came? Schooling, parents, family, relatives, kinship. That is only sociology syllabus. Understood? So which means you start questioning. See, if the girl is coming to the class in a shirt and pant, it is accepted. Modernization, modernity. But if a boy wants to change her dress or his dress, probably you don't want to accept. So apart from that, we passed Dowry Prohibition Act in 1961, but still dowry is not among the uneducated people. Most of the dowry cases are on educated people. That will be surprised on civil servants only. On civil servants only. Recently, IAS officer couple, IFS officer filed dowry harassment case on IAS officer. Both of them have written essay about dowry. Ethics paper, their answers were excellent. Look at why. For the last 77 years, we introduced so many poverty eradication programs, unemployment eradication programs, all the programs. Why still poverty consists? Why unemployment continues? Why rich is becoming richer? Why poor is becoming poorer? Why schemes are not still able to bring the social change? What we expected? So which means scope of sociology is from morning to evening. What all you are doing, observe them with rationality. Just ask questioning. Why is this like this? When you go to a temple, you are leaving slippers outside. Why should we leave slippers outside? Because we can take other slippers when we are going out. Cleanliness, he said something. Cleanliness, hygiene, sacred. God is considered to be so sacred, he is in sanctum sanctorum. That same God only said, God is there in each and every atom of universe. Which means God is there in that chapel also. Scientifically arguing, God only said, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti, meaning in each and every atom of the universe, God exists. Everything is divine. Meaning that slipper also has God. That is a belief system created. That this is a holy place. This deity is God. If you have family problem, financial problem, emotional problem, to get a support system, you are going there. Real religion is not in temple. Real religion is not in deity. Real religion is in your thinking process. Through religion, what are we trying to do? Be good, do good, see good. That is the way to God. If I tell you, you should follow this, you will not listen. If I create, if you don't do this, God will punish you. So why God came? Why religion came? Papa Bhiti, Sangha Niti, meaning fear of sin is created. Your God will punish you if you do something wrong. Social unity, meaning if you do something wrong, society will boycott you. And Daiva Preeti, Namam, rituals, celebrations, every time it will remind you that you should follow certain good code of conduct. See, look at what appears to be religion, how it evolved. There is a truth behind that. That is where we'll cover in paper 1. Religion, emergence of religion. Same thing in paper 2. Indian society, what are the religions? Religious fundamentalism. Why people are fighting among themselves. When Swami Vivekananda attended Chicago World Parliament of Religions, somebody asked openly Swami Vivekananda, you are giving such a great lecture on God. Open question, direct question. If your God is there, let the God come and kill me now. We'll accept God is there. If your God is not coming and killing us, accept that God is not there. Very valid question. In front of so many audience, in front of the world only. The answer given by Swami Vivekananda was, how many mistakes you make, mother cannot kill a child. Who is God? God is equal to 1,000 mothers. So even though you are arrogantly speaking against your mother, mother is not punishing you. Not because they don't have the power, they want to bring transformation in you. Similarly, somebody said, why do you dress like this beggar? I mean, in Swami Vivekananda at that point of time, he was wearing Arfan saffras. So probably he was wearing Arfan gown. Or you can say saffron color gown he was wearing. Orange color. Why don't you dress like a gentleman? You from India, why are you dressing like this beggar? And he told something. In your country, tailor make gentleman. In our country, character make gentleman. in your country, tailor makes gentleman, meaning you are judging a person's character based on the appearance of the dress. In our country, character makes gentleman. Till then, nobody was interested in Indian spirituality. Nobody was interested in Indian society. Nobody was interested in Indian great rich culture of tradition. Suddenly, from that time onwards, people understood. Look at the answers that a person is giving to the world. From where this came? Indian society. What is the greatness of this society? Why such a great transformative answer is given? Obviously, from that time onwards, Indian spirituality, Indian tradition, Indian philosophy, Indian culture has become subject of discussion in all the universities. One person, one sentence, in world platform brought so much of social change. So, which means what we see on paper is not real, because I would say reality is constructed, power disciplines knowledge. Reality is constructed means what you see in the paper, what you read in the book is not the truth. It is constructed. Power disciplines knowledge. Whoever is there in the power, they are trying to convey something. So let me give a practical example, you'll understand. You are reading a newspaper. In that newspaper, poverty in India is less than 4.5%. Unemployment in India is, let's say, around 5.8%. This is data given by Niti Aayog. Official data given by Niti Aayog. Poverty less than 4.8%. Niti Aayog around 5.8%. Do you believe this data? If this data is correct, who are the people who are there in Ashok Nagar? Obviously, logical question. So, reality is constructed. They are conveying what they wanted to convey, not originally what is there. When you read the paper, they portrayed some perception to you to accept something which is not truth. Which is not truth. In a simple way to tell, every story has three versions: your version, their version, and real version. Breakup happened between boy and girl. If you ask a boy, he will tell girl cheated. If you ask a girl, boy cheated. Reality is both cheated each other. I mean, see, look at what is hidden. Means they're trying to interpret, they're trying to convey, they're trying to portray only one point of view. So, which means in your own family, dad wanted you to work, mummy wanted you to prepare for UPSC. So, there is a fight, there is a conflict, there is no opinion. Now, finally, both understood, discussed, deliberated, and they came to a positive, pragmatic conclusion. What is the positive conclusion? Dad accepted, I will give you 3 years' time, 2 attempts. If you don't get selected, I will select a boy or I will select a girl. Probably, I don't know. I'm just telling one of our students' example only. So finally, we spoke with that father and mother and convinced them, don't worry. So let them give a chance, because their life, their potential, their dream, it is our duty to support them. Meaning, what you see or what you read is not truth. That is falsified and perception is created. If you watch one media channel in support of the ruling party, if you watch one media channel in support of the opposition party, truth is somewhere in between. Truth is somewhere in between. That is what sociology will bring out. What will you study, sir? Rural sociology. What is rural area? What is urban area? What are rural area, village studies, rural agrarian transformation? How classes were there during British time? So there was a proposal to bring Indian Rural Development Service. There was a proposal to bring New All India Service, which is called as IRDS, Indian Rural Development Service. India is growing, but Bharat is still in dark. Urban, educated, polluted, where pub is there, hub is there, club is there, that area is called as India. Rural, traditional, backward, innocent, ignorant, illiterate area is referred as Bharat. So only India is developing, but Bharat is not developing. So Viksit Bharat will not happen if India develops. Viksit Bharat will happen if Bharat also develops. True India really lives in the villages. So go to a village, just observe that village. What are the occupations? What are the various groups? What are the caste systems? What are the practices? Ashtadigbandhanam, Shashanala Grandham, rural area, rural life. I'll tell you classic movie which will talk about sociological perspective of rural sociology is Idli Kadai. There's a Tamil movie called Idli Kadai. The movie is about a boy who is attracted because of globalization, modernization, urbanization, will go to a foreign country to do a work, to earn. So somebody in foreign country wants to get married to him because his skills are useful, his skills are suitable for the growth of the company. His father was running a small idli shop in a Tamil village and suddenly he passes away. Now he comes back to the village. He stays in the village for just for 1 week. He understands what he was missing. Now there is a friction. One person wants to go abroad for earning money. Other person wants to stay in the village and satisfy all needs. Finally he realizes you can make heaven out of hell, hell out of heaven. You can make heaven out of hell, hell out of heaven in your mind. In your mind. So it's not that you are staying in a metropolitan city. It's not that you are staying in a village. How is your thought process in your mind? Finally, he stays back in the village. It is in our syllabus rural versus urban, rural versus industrialization, rural versus globalization. So, our online students are saying pure asar, providing urban facilities in the rural areas. It means tomorrow, when you're posted in a district, first you will identify why this many villages are backward. Why this many villages are suffering from extreme poverty? Why still superstitious beliefs are continuing in these villages? And if you have seen the record, roads are sanctioned, buildings are sanctioned, water projects are sanctioned, but when we went for inspection, they are invisible. What do you mean of invisible? Never constructed. But in circular already, projects are issued, funds are given, but nothing happened at all. So, recent example, we have allocated so much of funds for toilet under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. But unless you bring a behavioral change in the people, open defecation will not be solved. Even after constructing the toilet, still people in the rural area are going for open defecation only. Problem is not just implementing the scheme. Problem is behavioral change. So we try to explain to them through their own children who are going to school. Look, you should not go for open defecation. These are the problems. Look who brought the social change. Children who are going to school in the families in the rural area told to their parents and grandparents open defecation should not be done because these are the problems. Who is instrument of social change here? Educated school kid. See, look at. Then they started using their own toilet. Slowly open defecation problem got reduced. See, look at. We never thought that in India a school kid will bring a social change. So naturally. So even right now, parents of the girl do not want to give their daughter to a person who is working in the rural area. Agriculture is not respected. Farmer is insulted. Agriculture is not at all considered as occupation. No farmer children want to do agriculture. We have very indifferent attitude towards agriculture. We feel only illiterate people, uneducated people, unskilled people only should do agriculture. Is it so? When farmers are entering into metro, they are insulted because their clothes are dirty. Farmers are not allowed to enter into a shopping mall because their appearance is not so good. But who is Indian farmer? He is feeding the nation, but he is hungry. So why farmer suicides? Loan waiver. Why still casteism, factionism, communalism exist in the rural area? What transformation happened in the village? When our grandparents was there, how was the village? During our parents' time, what happened in the village? During our time, what is happening in the village? That is only called as rural sociology. Chapters broadly are rural agrarian transformation, rural classes, rural development, why rural development is not happening, what should we do to bring infrastructure in the rural area, all this. Immediate related only urban sociology. What is urban area? What is metropolitan city? Based on occupation, why migration? Why did all of us migrate from our rural area to urban area called Hyderabad? Come on dear, why did you come to Hyderabad? Tank Bandi is there, sir. Better education, better healthcare, better infrastructure, stable income. Some people are migrating from India to abroad. Brain drain. So what is industrialization? What is urbanization? Why only some areas are got urbanized? Urbanization good or bad? Formal sector, informal sector. Problems in the urban area. Traffic problem, water problem, pollution, smart cities, formation of the slums, drug trafficking, human trafficking. And look at rural area, look at urban area. Rural area bonding is strong. Urban area, purely selfish. Something happens to a person, everybody will come in the rural area to support. In the urban area, in opposite apartment, if somebody is stealing, hi friends, they'll make a video, they don't want to. But this urban people came from that rural area only. See, our parents got educated, they got job. We settled in urban area. But where did they come from? Grandparents. Where were grandparents were living? Everybody's branches are in urban area, but roots are there in the rural area. But we don't accept, because if there are some people who do not want to say that they are from rural background, what's wrong in that? So migration, urban divide, rural divide. In urban areas again, highly rich, highly developed, not developed, inequalities. Why roads are so good in Banjara Hills, Jubilee Hills, Madhapur, Tech City, Gachibowli? Why roads are not at all there in Begum Bazaar, Charminar? In the same city only again. So urbanization is developing for whom? Industrialization is developing for whom? Formal sector, informal sector, labor, work. So formal nature of the work, informal nature of the work. Look at Ashok Nagar. Look at all urban living lifestyle. Tea cave, coffee cave, beauty parlor, food chain, restaurant, hostels, study halls. So whether urbanization is impacting rural areas are impacting urbanization, or both are impacting each other? Answer is both are impacting each other. When urban people go back to rural area, washing machine is there, AC is there, dishwasher is there. So in kitchen, not only whatever equipment is available in the urban area, same is available in the rural area also. Change in dressing habit, change in food habit, change in culture. But society is little bit slowly accepting new innovative ideas in the rural area compared to urban area. So rural society is more caste conscious, urban society is more class conscious. But Indian families are both caste conscious as well as class conscious. See, she sat behind you. She did not ask your caste. Why? We are not worried about caste. You did not ask my caste, I did not ask your caste. But the moment parents are looking for a match, first question, ఎంత ఆస్తుంది? క్లాస్ కాన్షియస్నెస్. మన కాస్ట్ అయినా మన క్యాస్ట్లో మళ్ళీ ఆ సబ్ క్యాస్ట్ అయినా ఆ పేరులో ఆ తోకు ఉందా లేదా? కాస్ట్, క్లాస్, గోత్ర, రీజన్, రిలీజియన్, సబ్ గోత్ర, ఆల్ matching is done. Finally match fixing is done. Made for each other, mad for each other. Finally God knows what will happen. వీళ్ళు వాళ్ళని చంపుతున్నారు, వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళని చంపుతున్నారు. A girl committed a murder of husband because husband is in black color, she is in white color. Burning sensation. Honeymoon, two are going, only one is coming back. A doctor, male doctor, killed his wife by giving anesthesia injection. Both are educated doctors. What is happening to Indian society? What is happening to marriage system? What is happening to family system? So what changes that are happening? Why is this important? Tomorrow when you are made as CEO of Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, how will you solve the problems of urban areas? What type of your understanding of the problems will bring you to reduce water problem, pollution problem? A Tamil Nadu cadre IAS officer got United Nations Development Program Sustainable Development Award for bringing sustainable practices in Chennai city. Because of the behavioral change, surface temperature of Chennai is coming down. Interesting. So how did the idea come to her mind? We should implement this method in the urban area to solve the problem. So that is the reason why urban sociology is kept in the syllabus. Now, gender and society, it will be overlapping in paper 1 also, and very important topic. I told you, biological differentiation is called as male and female, XX chromosome, YY chromosome. Sociological differentiation is called as gender. Why life expectancy of women is more than life expectancy of men? Why life expectancy of women is more than life expectancy of men? Why Indian society considers boys as assets, girls as liabilities? In reality, both are non-performing assets. This is attitude. So recently, one of our relatives, a baby boy is born. Hearty congratulations. It's a party time celebrations. A baby girl is born. Better luck next time. Look at the attitude. Boy or a girl, both are a source of joy. You will be surprised. In Punjab, surgeries are performed on the girl children to convert them into boys. What type of society we are living in? Look at recent example. Woman has thrown out a newly born baby girl from the hospital and the baby is killed. The news reporter is asked, "Asal meer tallena? Asal meer motherena? How can you throw newly born baby girl like that?" Answer given by her is, నా దగ్గర ఆల్రెడీ 3 దరిద్రాలు ఉన్నారు, 4వ దరిద్రం నాకొద్దు. She is also woman. A mother is telling that she is already having 3 baby girl children. She does not want a girl child. She wants only a male child. Because 2 baby girls are born, husband abandoned the family. Foolish fellow. How did he come from? Where did he come from? Look at the attitude. Uneducated people are caused for female infanticide, female foeticide. Sex selective abortions are happening among educated families only. Because they want వంశోద్ధారకుడు, వంశానుకొక్కుడు, పున్నావ నరకు నుంచి తప్పించేవాడి పుత్రుడు, whatever it is. So cultural lag. Punjab is well developed, Haryana is well developed, but lowest sex ratio. What kind of development is this? If a lady is posted as a boss, male ego is not accepting. So woman work is taken for granted. Her identity is her identity. We should not be associated with his identity. She is daughter of someone. She is husband of. No, she is wife of. Why a girl identity is always associated with something else? Women empowerment policies, socio-cultural obstacle for a girl. The best example for gender and society interface is nice movie called Jahnavi Kapoor, Kargil Girl. A girl wants to become fighter pilot. First fighter pilot in India. It's a reality, not a movie. Nobody wants to support her because for the first time a girl wants to join army as fighter pilot, including her training masters. A day will come in the Kargil war. She will save her own master's life who refused to train her because she is a girl. He realizes the mistake that he has done. What's wrong in that a girl wants to become a fighter pilot? Why male ego is judging that women cannot participate in the war? Why male ego is judging that women cannot become a fighter pilot? Forget about her master. Her own parents abandoned her because she wants to join in the army. If a girl wants to join in the army, why her own parents are abandoning? After Supreme Court judgment, gender should not be a criteria for discrimination of the role. After that only, for the first time, UPSC started conducting NDA exam, CDS exam for girls. Till then, it was only for the boys. Recently, first female battalion of BSF came out. First female cadet from NDA, National Defence Academy, came out. Supreme Court clearly said, women also can be recruited in Army, Navy, Air Force on permanent commission basis. So many lady IPS officers are not promoted to DGP because they are ladies. Who told you that a lady officer cannot control the system? So gender. Look at all the movies, how woman is portrayed. Woman is portrayed as object of pleasure. Woman is portrayed as an object in porn movies. Why? All item songs are performed by heroine only. Why not a hero perform item song? Because director, hero, everybody is a male. Which means we are portraying a girl, we are portraying a woman in such a way that is getting replicated again and again and again and again. So what does it mean? It is our attitude which is formed during our schooling years. Girls should do like this, boys should do like this. Recently, one girl married herself. She tied knot to herself. Sologamy. Society reacted and told, we'll kill her. What mistake she has done? తాను పెళ్లి చేసుకుంది అంతే అంతే కదా వాళ్ళకి ఎవరికో కట్నం ఇచ్చే బదులు a girl tied knot to herself. She married herself. What's wrong in that? Did she commit any mistake? No, that is not the problem. Problem is she is deviating from expected social behavior. What is the expected social behavior? You should get married. What is the expected behavior? Opposite genders only should get married. A girl came and told the parents, I have a surprise for you. So I love this girl, I want to get married. She wants to get married to she. Look at the way society reacts. తరతరాల చరిత్ర మంట కలిపేసావు కదే. Probably they'll boycott. So what does it mean? Who is responsible for all this? Our socialization process. Now, recently one classic case happened. IPS officer was male. Now he became she. What are you talking, sir? An IPS officer was he. For whatever reasons, he became she. Any problem to the society? But so many problems to the family. Look, it is his biological orientation. It is his personal orientation. But we started judging. Who is correct? Who is not correct? Why he became she? Why she is becoming he? He is correct, she is correct, she is correct. God knows. Look at the interface. And you can directly see the gender inequality in allocation of the work. Pink collar job, blue collar job, gold collar job. Most of the receptionists are girls only. Most of primary school teachers are women only. In the rural area, in agriculture, milking of the animals is done by women only. Pest removal is done by only women only. Both men and women are working for the same number of hours. Men are getting more wages, but not the women. So all these are gender issues only. So sex ratio, gender neutrality, gender equality, and what should we do to bring the change and attitude towards male attitude towards female, female attitude towards male. Now opposite also have to discuss. Don't think that domestic violence is there only for women. Domestic violence is there for men also. At least women have laws and police station and judiciary to take care. Men don't know whom to tell. So a boy is going to a police station and crying in front of the inspector. He got cheated. Domestic violence. Inspector is telling same problem for me also. So both are going to judge. Judge is telling same problem for me also. Don't think that only women are vulnerable always. No. Domestic violence is there for men also. A person committed suicide live in YouTube because of the harassment of the woman and the lady judge. Directly it's available on YouTube. They blackmail him. They put all the wrong cases on him and told, if you give 5 crore, we will take back our case. YouTube live, a person committed suicide. He gave the reasons what all happened. When wife is committing suicide by hanging, husband is smiling and making it live to others. What type of idiotic society we are living in? Arey, you don't like your wife, take divorce. Who is stopping? But if she is committing suicide, you are laughing, you are making it a YouTube live to somebody else. Are you first of all a human being? Why this much all changes are happening? So all this will be covering, that is called as gender and society, population. Anyway, 2027 census are going to be conducted. First time caste census also will be conducted. Socio-economic census also will be conducted. And very important, population is good, population is bad. Demographic dividend, demographic disaster. So working population is more, working population is less. How many children a family should have? One child, two child. APCM recently told, have as many children as possible. And if you have third child, fourth child, government only will give cash. That is AP government policy and the population. So two children is correct or one children is correct or new trend in India because of Gen Z generation. No marriage, no child policy. No marriage, no child policy. Dink culture. Dual income and no kids. Dual income, no kids. Husband is working, wife is working, but no kids. So look at the attitude. Population disaster, population sex ratio, population poverty, population unemployment, population education, population when it becomes asset to a nation, when population becomes disaster to a nation. Just because we have younger population in India, is there any use of it other than increasing population? So this is the interface of population, meaning it will actually be part of policy making how to address the problems. Apart from that, social problems. Now we covered almost all the social problems. Poverty, unemployment, inequality, caste discrimination. An IPS officer committed suicide because of caste discrimination. A DCP cadre officer went to Supreme Court because his promotion is stopped because of caste discrimination. Supreme Court is re-examining. So Supreme Court told reclassification of SC reservations again into A, B, C, D. Sir, what social problems we are facing right now? All types of social problems. Inequality, hierarchy, power, authority. Why only two families are ruling one state for last 35 years? Why we don't have option other than two political parties only in India? Why democracy is only choosing worst among the best options? Why of the people, by the people, for the people became by the people, for the people, of the people? Is it really democracy working? Why Naxalism, Maoism, extremism, terrorism? If Chota Nagpur plateau is blessed with so much of resources, why they are most underdeveloped? Why they are taking guns instead of pens? If Jammu and Kashmir is heaven on earth, why so many people in Jammu and Kashmir feel that by force they are being controlled? Regionalism, separatism, Maoism, Naxalism, so all types of isms except nationalism. So we have Rojaism, we have Jaganism, we have Maviganism, now we have socialism, secularism, regionalism, but except nationalism. What does it mean? We have millions of Tamilians, millions of Kannadigas, millions of Malayalis, millions of Marathis, but very few Indians. So why? Why is this identity? So that is what is there in social problems. Politics. What is power? What is authority? Why power is getting circulated only among noble souls in India? Why I am using the word noble souls? Lakshmikant uncle says political justice for all. Why did not contest for MLA elections? Why did not file nomination for local body elections? Suppose you told mummy, I was so much influenced by legislature chapter in Lakshmikant uncle. I want to bring social change. I want to contest for MLA election, panchayat elections, municipal elections. What is the reaction? We don't have money for nomination only. And even for nomination, somebody should come and sign on your paper. But equality, political equality, anybody can become? No. Only idiots can become politicians. No, only criminals can become politicians. Look at retired IAS officer, look at retired IPS officer who started their own political parties. Could not even get deposits. We respect them because they are retired IAS. We respect them because they are retired IPS. They could not even get deposit. 1/6 of total polled votes also did not come. What does it mean? Society does not want good people as political leaders. Then how do we bring the change? National party, state party, regional party, politics of power, politics of caste, politics of administration, politics of corruption. So why revolution will come? What is charismatic leadership? What is traditional leadership? Why in your area only some 2-3 families are the dominant families are controlling entire political aspect? 73rd Amendment, 74th Amendment, reservations, women reservations. Do you really think they are bringing social change? Sarpanch Pati, ZPTC Pati, MPTC Pati. Really? So, power. What is real power? Controlling others is power. Exploiting others is power. Making others work even though they are not willing to work is power. Corporate jihad, love jihad. Is it power? Real power is controlling of oneself. Power is not somewhere external. Power is on controlling yourself. So, sociological dimension of power. Who is powerful in your family? Very difficult question, sir. It depends upon situation, sir. One thinkers group say whoever is economically powerful, they are politically powerful. Whoever becomes economically powerful, they'll control the society. Why USA the global power? Economically powerful. Earlier, power star was a powerless star. Now, why he is a power star? After they lose their political kurchi, not even their maid will respect them. So, power is given to a person or power is given to a position. That's it. An IAS officer resigned to his post and came back. Not even his dog is respecting him. At least dog will respect because it is loyal. Respect was given to the person or respect was given to the position? Very good. జీతం చూసి పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటున్నారా జీవితాన్ని చూసి పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటున్నారా? Look at human relations. Obviously. So before only you will tell, no, I will not continue in the service. I will stay only for 3 years. Namaskaram, sir. Look at power. What is the meaning of the power? You will not become inferior unless you feel psychologically you are inferior compared to others. Power is not in wealth. Power is not in position. Power is in your understanding of who you are. After achieving so much of positions, why so many rich people in the Western societies have become monks? Because they understood real power is something else. So that is what is there in sociology of politics. Economics. This is direct interlap with GS paper 3. Land reforms, agriculture, inequality. Why only some sections of the society is getting benefited? India is becoming 4th largest economy. India has already become so much of advancement, but who is getting benefited? $4 trillion is the GDP. For whom? Viksit Bharat, Gramin Rozgar Yojana, Ajivika Mission. For whom? India is signing foreign trade agreement with so many countries of the world. For whom? If we go to a rural village, what are the problems? Water is the problem. Power is the problem. Road is the problem. Education is the problem. Health is the problem. Why government officers are not going to government hospitals? Because they are not sure they will come back. Why all of us got educated in private schools and private colleges? Rendu, 3 schools. Who is supposed to improve them? We are supposed to improve them because we are part of the system. So that is what we call economic inequalities. So apart from this, actually, so what sociology will make you? The function of sociology, as of every science, is to reveal that which is hidden. I told you so many examples where what you see is not real. There is something hidden behind it. So you will understand what is the hidden behind mechanism. Karl Marx says, very simple example. Why poverty continues for the 77 years? He said the answer. The rich never want the poor to develop. That is a truth. The rich never want the poor to develop, because if they develop, who will do the work of the rich? So that's why just before the elections, just to come up with a scheme and make them as vote bank politics, keep them as poor only. See, truth is there is no will to develop. Reality is they're acting as if they're developing. Both are exactly same thing only. So every social aspect that you study, something hidden behind it. So you'll be sent to Bharat Darshan program, probably after getting selected. So you'll go to a most backward area and find out why they are not developed. What is the truth? So this is about how sociology and why sociology. Now, why should we study sociology? To understand the problems and to bring change in the society so that our human race, because there is only one religion, that is religion of humanity. Social change is not some big problem or big solution. Very simple problem, simple solution. Somebody is not feeling well, they're emotionally not so strong. You're just speaking them with a right attitude and giving them support. That is a social change. One of your classmates or one of your roommates is feeling so depressed because exam is not cleared. You're telling, "Hey, mine is also not clear. Why are you crying?" The way you respond with empathy and sympathy will solve so many social problems. You know, most of divorces are happening now. Why? Ego. Two people are fighting with each other for the sake of TV remote and they went for divorce. Do you think really TV remote incident is the reason? No, no, no. So much of negativity got added in their mind. మా వాళ్ళు వచ్చినప్పుడు చికెన్ కర్రీలో ముక్కలు రాలేదు, ఓరు నాయన. మీ వాళ్ళు వచ్చినప్పుడు బోటీ లేదు. Which means look at two individuals, small differences which could have been solved if any of one of them had patience. Finally resulted in two people ego is responsible for the war now because its world is suffering. Two people ego is responsible for the war that is happening right now because the entire world is suffering. And one mad fellow, he does not know what he is doing because he is mad. So whatever. But we have to respect him because he is president of a nation. See, look at. So apart from that, syllabus if you look at, in paper 1 it appears 11 chapters are there. In paper 2 it appears 3 parts are there. Actually speaking, first 3 chapters will tell you sociology discipline. It means how the subject called sociology got evolved. Very simple one line I'll tell you. In Europe, when industrial revolution, modernization, development in science and technology happened, society was facing so many problems. See, in Gladiator movie, slavery system, first estate, second estate, third estate. So society was suffering from so many problems. So to study the problem, to bring the solution, different people started writing something. All that writing is compiled and finally a subject called sociology got emerged. Simple, first chapter entire essence is simple. In Europe at that point of time, existing social beliefs were challenged because of innovative ideas. One simple example. Somebody said sun is rotating around the earth. Everybody accepted it. Somebody else came and told, no, no, no. Earth is rotating around the sun. Because which is persecuted. Because society is not accepting. But actually that is the truth. Something new ideas came. Because which so many problems came. So what are the solutions for it? For that a separate subject called sociology got emerged. That is the essence of first chapter. What is science? What is art? 1 plus 2 equal to 3. In India also 3, Pakistan also 3, China also 3, everywhere. Correct only? But what is art? Subjected to interpretation. So, in pure science, there are principles, there are theorems, results are same. In social sciences, every answer is correct, every opinion is correct, but there are multiple interpretations of the sociological understanding. So, a simple way to tell what is science. Sun rises in the east. Does not change. It's a fact. It's a fact. So scientifically proven already? Yes. Now, science. Women are intelligent. All women are intelligent. All women are intelligent. Boys are thinking, what about us, sir? Do you think all women are intelligent? Maybe, sir. Very good. What about men? Maybe, sir. They are foolish. So, see, look at first one is fact, proved. Second one is subjected to interpretation. So, should we call sociology as science? The principles of science can be used in sociology or not. Somebody committed suicide. So, can there be a single scientific reason for committing suicide? No, there is a separate theory of suicide. Somebody is committing because he is not okay with the system. Somebody is committing because he wants to prove to the system. Somebody is committing suicide because he is not okay with his own identity. You look at third chapter, research methods and analysis. Now, is sociology a good optional or not? So, when do we experience it? First, we have to listen to it. We have to practice daily answer writing. Then we have to evaluate. Primary. Which movie is good? Decade movie is good? Or Durandar 2 is good? No, sir. So, those who have watched Durandar 2, if they say the movie is good, primary research, primary information. Friend said, go to Durandar 2 movie, secondary research method. Which means UPSC preparation journey, difficult or not? Who told? Seniors told. Secondary research. We only have written the exam. We tested UPSC examiners' knowledge, not our knowledge. Primary. So how do we gather the information? How do we gather the data? So first 3 chapters will tell you in how a subject called sociology got evolved. How do we gather the data? See, all of you have done all these 3 chapters first. First, you know that there is something called optional. Second, you know that there is something called 500 marks. Then you have done research also on YouTube. So all 3 chapters already you experienced. But the only thing you don't know the meaning of the words. 4th chapter and 5th chapter are heart of, see, look at heart and soul, I would say. Heart and soul of the preparation, because you will be surprised. In paper 1, out of 250, 110 plus marks will come from these 2 chapters. In paper 1, out of 250, roughly around 110 plus marks will come from 4th and 5th. I'll tell you why. Thinkers, Karl Marx, Durkheim, Max Weber, Talcott Parson, Merton, Mead. So thinker should be understood from the development of the perspectives. You did not remember exactly what they have written. You did not remember exactly the quotation that they told, but their way of thinking, their way of perspectives. So, thinker chapter will create a thinking process in your mind, which will be applicable for all GS subjects, not only for this, which will be applicable for even for essay answer writing, even for framing of the answer. So, 4th and 5th are the most crucial chapters in the paper 1. Application only all other chapters in paper 1. So what does Karl Marx talks about? Historical materialism, modes of production, alienation, class struggle. See, in one line answer, I'll tell you, Marx always look at any issue from 2 opposite perspectives, haves and have-nots. Very simple. Application of that to women reservation. Why do women want reservation? There is suppression class and oppression class. Because of historical injustice of patriarchal mentality, women are oppressed and depressed and suppressed by men. So they want empowerment. So women reservation is brought in. Top 1% of the Indian population is having 95% of India's wealth. Top 1% of Indian population is having 95% of India's wealth. Class. After achieving so much, people are committing suicide because they are not able to like themselves. Alienation. So, thinker's perspective should not be by-hearted. I will call it a triple C approach. What did thinker say? Concept. Critic of the thinker. Somebody else would come and criticize what he said. And balanced approach, something new evolved. Contemporary relevance. Suppose we both are arguing that democracy is not good for India. That is my argument. Her argument is democracy is good for India. Our friend, common friend, is listening to both of us and told, see, look, this is positive in what you said. Look, this is part positive in C said. So combination of the opinion. So in thinker chapter, framework, I would call it as all the thinkers can be classified into two opposite perspectives. What are the two opposite perspectives, sir? Functionalist and conflict. Functionalist people are those who always say systems are good for the society. Social institutions are good for the society. If you just have this idea, family is good to the society, marriage is good to the society, political parties are good to the society, caste is good to the society, these people are called as functionalist because they look from positive perspective, they look from holistically overall perspective. Opposite group, conflict perspective, no, it is not good, it is developed deliberately to exploit somebody. Conflict perspective. So this is what exactly in GS answer writing practice. Positives, negatives, challenges, balanced conclusion. So you need not remember as it is. And let me clarify. It is a myth that you have to dump the thinkers in the answers. No. Only when a topic comes in this chapter, you will mention which thinker has given the topic. That's all, nothing else. Meaning, a question came in paper 1, class struggle. Then you will mention Karl Marx identified class struggle in various societies. That's all. You need not dump the thinkers in every answer. You have to know the perspective of the thinker in the writing of the answer. That's all. Even if you don't remember the thinker, if you use their perspective to write and justify the answer correctly, you will get more marks. So it's a rumor that you should remember all the thinkers, you should remember all the works, not required. Because examiner is more interested in, no, not what is there in your class notes. What did you understand? Oh, Weber uncle. Power, authority, social action, bureaucracy, ideal type. Why bureaucracy the best type of administrative system? See, Marx said something. Economic factors will bring change in the society. Weber said, hey, my dear fellow Marx, I will prove. No. Social factors also brought change in economic factors. One said, economic factors will bring change in society. Other said, I will prove social factors also will bring change in economic factors. Finally, we are writing a balanced answer. Both factors will bring change in the society. So, thinkers should be understood correctly and scientifically. For each of the micro topic we are going to cover, CCC approach. Concept, critic, contemporary relevance. In the recent time, they're asking this. Okay, you studied this person, you understood his concept. How is it relevant today? Do you think Gandhi is relevant today? Gandhian ideology is relevant today? Maybe in some cases. Similarly, you studied Karl Marx. Oh, very nice. Is he relevant today? Is the ideology relevant today? Maybe to some extent. How is it relevant? Okay. Fifth chapter, stratification and mobility. So if you look at equality, inequality, hierarchy, exclusion, poverty, deprivation, which means why society is divided into various layers. Racism, casteism, regionalism, sub-regionalism, within the caste, subcaste again. Is this differentiation only in the society? Let's say in this class, first stratification, male and female. Second stratification, local, non-local. Third stratification, engineering, non-engineering. Fourth stratification, those who are sleeping, those who are controlling sleep. So fifth stratification, those who are thinking what is life, what is happening in the class. So stratification. So same society, different people are studying from different perspectives. That perspectives only is called as stratification. Not only studying divisions, finding out the reason for the divisions, coming up with the solutions to reduce the divisions. So that is called as stratification. Why two friends always sit together in every class? What group is influencing? What culture is influencing? What religion is influencing? What common mentality is influencing? That is called as stratification. Okay? Now, if you study 4th and 5th properly, just application only remaining chapters in paper 1. So 6th chapter is work and economic life, simple society, hunting and gathering society, industrial society, post-industrial society, now modern. How work got evolved. Initially, forest is the place of Work, forest is also office. Work from home option was not there. Work is not separate, office is not separate. Both are same only. Factory system got separated, residence got separated, work got separated. Industrial system evolved, service sector, work from home option came. How? Work evolved from various societies. See, Marx says work should be creative and work should get three types of freedom. What are the three types of freedom, sir? Freedom to, look at the word, freedom to do the work which you love to do. Second freedom, financial freedom, earning sufficient income from the work which you love to do. Third freedom, freedom to spend time with the family. Work should be understood from three dimensions. Freedom to love the work which you love to do. Suppose parents are telling, money is not a problem, time is not a problem. What do you want to do with your life? Parents are telling, don't worry dear, we'll support you whatever you do. Money is not a problem, time is not a problem. What do you want to do, madam? Go to foreign tour, start NGO, contest elections and become president of India. Wow, wonderful, fantastic. That is what really your self is. Who told you that your social status will improve if you get into civil services? That self is created by society. After joining in civil services, you understood that self is false. That is originality. Understood? So look at, you are not one person, madam, you are three persons. Whom society think you are, whom you think you are, whom you really are. Whom society think you are? Unemployed. Whom you think you are? IAS, IPS, IRS. Whom you really are? Only you know. Obviously. So work and economic life, current affairs, work from home challenges, hybrid model, sexual harassment at workplace. Mental health issues are increasing because of work. You will be surprised. Generally, people love to do government jobs because of peace of mind. There are so many instances, even in government jobs also, people committed suicide because of toxic work culture. So tomorrow when you become a district collector, what type of work environment you will create? Before you get transferred to any place, that will be passed on first. Terror is coming to your area. What is the meaning of that? Whatever you do, that madam will always scold because she is terrorist. Work nature. Somebody else. How much of a problematic is there? He or she is very cool, calm. They listen, they respect. Work nature. Tomorrow, as a leader in a district, when you are controlling, so whenever we are trying to control or whenever we are trying to talk, so overall, in a simple way to tell, work and economic life will tell you first, how do you balance your work? Make others' work also livable, likable, because you are the leader of the district, you are the leader of your department. Can we say that? So, finally, politics and society. So, look at legislature, executive, judiciary, media, social media. How are they influencing power? Why are they creating? So there was something called social engineering, inner engineering, caste equations, propaganda, positive propaganda, negative propaganda. Really, do you think people are voting because of by looking at the character of the candidate in the elections? Or by looking at vote, note, liquor, money, biryani? So that is what is this chapter. Coming to religion. Whether really God is there? How God got evolved? Why religion came? Why various divisions in the religion? In the name of religion, so many superstitious belief system. What wrong is there with the religion? See, look at Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations. How we are celebrating? With devotion. Ringa Ringa song is played in Ganesh Chaturthi. If really Ganesha is alive, he'll beat everybody. See, look at, in the name of religion, see what happened? Shivaratri celebrations, our parents, our grandparents, they used to be awake by doing Namas Japam, Parayanam, chanting bhajans. How the modern youth is awake, playing cards, movies, dancing, DJ, who antava mama, antava song and Sivaratri Jagaram. What type of devotion it is? Do you really think that God is there only in that religious place or a temple? Why do we go to a particular place to get a positive vibe? Is it because of temple environment we are getting positive vibe? Why yagna, yaga, homa is performed? Why ISRO scientists are breaking coconut before they release a satellite? See, ISRO chairman himself told, before releasing a satellite, they are breaking the coconut and praying, God, please save. Why so-called achieved scientists are still believing in Nimmakailu or probably all this belief system? When you are going to the exam, opposite black cat came. What we should do? Paint it white and go. Paint it white and go. Rahu Kalam. See, look at. So you didn't clear the exam. So who is responsible? Black cat. Rahu Kalam. We are conveniently interpreting religion. We are doing business with the God. Part-time devotees. Not full-time devotees. What is part-time devotees? Suddenly remembering God just before the exam. Suddenly remembering the God before the elections. No. Before results. And giving a bribe to God. Oh God, if I clear the exam, 1 month salary for you. See, look at what type of business you are doing with the God. Is it the real devotion? Actually, you are divine. God is there inside you. Demon is there inside you. Everybody there inside you. You are selflessly working for somebody else. So you are God. You are such a sadist and psycho who will get happiness when others are suffering. Demon. You are just doing your own work. That is human. Sattvic qualities, Rajasic qualities, Tamasic qualities are symbolic representation of God, demon, human being. Now who is listening to the class? Demon is listening. No sir. Human being only is listening, sir. So if class extended some more time, then demon will come out, sir. No. So this is religion, kinship. If really something happens to you, suppose you are arrested by police and you are taken to some police station. Whom do you call first? Your support system. Who is that support system? Parents, friends, relatives. Surprisingly, nobody came. Then we realized all relationships are situationships and flirtationships, but not the original relationships. Really, when an individual is facing a problem, what is the support system? That is called as kinship. It need not be based on blood. It need not be based on money. It need not be based on social status. If something happens to us, సో మనకేమైనా అయితే మోస్ట్ అఫెక్టెడ్ పర్సన్ ఒకరు ఉంటారు కదా, ఆ పిల్ల ప్రీతి. సో నో, మోస్ట్ అఫెక్టెడ్ పర్సన్ ఇన్ రియల్ లైఫ్ ఈజ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్, నాట్ ప్రీతి. Most affected person in your life is yourself. Preeti will come later. Who is Preeti? Because your self is important. Your life is important. You need not have validation from anybody else. Because it is your life. So this is story of system of kinship. Social change. What change are you bringing in society? Change will not come from somewhere else. First change will come from your thought process. Thoughts will become things. Look at what type of person you are there before joining in coaching. Look at what change is happening in you because of probably classes. Look at what transformation will happen to Indian society after you join in civil services. Change is not somewhere else. Change will begin with us. Our thoughts, our feelings, our habits, our character will form the change. So this is what is there in paper 1. Paper 2, even though chapters are there all, I would say just 3 parts. Indian society. How was society before Britishers? During British, what happened? Actually, there is a direct overlap. Impact of colonial rule on Indian society. This is the topic of modern history. As it is direct overlap. Because of 200 years of the British rule, British understood something. These fellows do not have unity among themselves. As long as you divide and rule, we will be the rulers. British came to India for spices. They have done spicy things. They became the rulers. Never British defeated Indians. It is only Indians defeated Indians in every war. So what lessons we have learned? That is there in colonial system. Structure. Social structure means how are our Indian village system? How caste system is formed? What is divine origin theory? Whether Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, because of God they created. Is it genuine or not? Occupations created. Ambedkar's opinion on caste system. Gandhian opinion on caste system. Can you eradicate completely caste system? There are so many people in Tamil Nadu who went to court and told, we don't want caste system. We don't want caste to be recorded. Remove caste from our certificates. And court accepted, yes, provided you don't apply for any welfare policies and affirmative actions. They became the first people in India without any caste. Possible? Can we annihilate the caste? Is it possible? So there is only one caste. That is caste of humanity. There is only one religion, religion of love. There are only two classes, ప్రేమించేవాళ్ళు ప్రేమించబడేవాళ్ళు, నోళ్ళు లేనోళ్ళు. Tribal communities. Who is a tribe? Who is a notified tribe? Who is a scheduled tribe? What is fifth schedule? What is sixth schedule? Why Ladakh people are asking to add them into schedule 6? What is the administrative division of schedule 5? Schedule 6, SC/ST subplan. Tomorrow when you are posted in an ITDA area as a project officer for tribal welfare, what type of reforms you are going to bring in? You will be surprised. There are so many tribes who still believe that they are not part of mainstream society. There are so many tribal people in Andaman and Nicobar Island who don't wear clothes even right now. So tourists are not allowed to enter into that area at all. Assimilation, acculturation, abandonment. Should we leave them just like that? Should we bring them as part of mainstream society? How do we bring reservations? Did really reservation benefit all of them? Why only some is getting benefited? Inequalities, geographical spread, social classes. When I ask you, madam, you belong to which family? What type of class family you belong to? Upper class or middle class or lower class? Oh, sociology optional class, sir. It's a relative comparison. You are upper class compared to a poor family. You are a middle class compared to a rich family. So class is relative comparison. It means caste is ascribed, class is achieved. Class can change anytime because of your effort. There is nothing wrong in being born in a poor family. You have to work to change your class. You have to work to bring change in your family's class. You have to work to get the people out of so many backward classes. Article 15, Article 16. For socially, educationally backward classes, affirmative action should be given. So this is what is social classes in India. System of kinship. In India, how marriages are getting formed? Parallel marriages, cross cousin marriages, or so incest. Now actually, Bava Mardal Pellillu, Manakodalu Manatta Pellillu. Now definition of marriage only got changed. He can marry, she can marry, he can marry, she can marry. The definition of marriage, Supreme Court judgment. Even after marriage also, the married person can have a live-in relationship separately with the consent of the partner. And what is the purpose of marriage? After marriage, husband was staying in a live-in relation with some XYZ girl outside. Wife filed a case in the court. Court said this is perfectly correct, it's not a crime. God knows. Indian society only we are talking about. When Governor of Uttar Pradesh, Anandiben Patel told, live-in relationship is not suitable to Indian society. Immediately society got divided. You old lady, what do you know about live-in relationship? Jaya Bachchan told her granddaughter, don't get married. Marriage is outdated in India. Just enjoy your life. Everybody got divided. Is love marriage good? Arranged marriage is good? No difference. One is suicide, one is murder. So that's why no child, no marriage. This is what you are going to study. Religion and society in India. In the name of religion, communalism, conflict, a party with 2 MP seats became today the largest party in India by using religious propaganda. Religious hatred, communalism, communal conflict. So apart from that, social change. How Indian society got changed? Education, so science and technology, implementation, schemes, affirmative actions, women role, all this. So in a simple way to tell how society was earlier, how society is now, social movements. This is directly overlap with again history topic as it is modern history topic. So peasant and farmer movements during British time, after independence also. Recently, for the last 3.5 years, farmers have been protesting. Why? They are asking for legalization of MSP. Why government is not doing? Women movement. All of you know about Me Too movement, He Too movement. Yes, recent movement. No King movement in USA against Donald Trump. Environmental movement, Chipko movement, ecofeminism. So ethnic and identity movement. Recent Manipur conflict. Ethnic identity. Telangana Go Back Marwadis movement. What is movement? What is protest? What is revolution? What is renaissance? What are the qualities of a movement? India against corruption movement. From there only, Arvind Kejriwal has become the CM of Delhi. Why do we protest? What is the reason for protest? How protest take place? What are the impact of the protest? Population dynamics already we covered. To bring change in the society, what are the problems? Now everybody's favorite question. What books we should study for sociology, sir? You should ideally start with NCERT 11th and 12th. You need not buy the books. I already posted this NCERT 11th and 12th in Telegram group. IAS Educare, that is my Telegram ID. So in this IAS Educare Telegram ID, there is a folder called Sociology. So in that Sociology folder, NCERT 11th and 12th PPT is made. You need not remember everything. You just have to go through and just read. Need not study also. Why, sir? To get to know what is there, the terminology. Because our first class after on April 20th will be terminology only. We'll be discussing all paper and basic terminology only. But this will help you to understand what is there in Indian society. After that, essential sociology Nitin Sangwan. So 1 and 2. It will provide you a rough framework for each chapter. What to study, where to stop, how much is required, how much content. Basic answer writing content will come from this. Regularly we'll discuss a topic. I will give a class notes. I'll dictate the class notes. Plus I'll be sharing IGNO BA material, IGNO MA material for value addition. And essential sociology books will be given to you. So for selected chapters only, I'll be telling to you. So Harlambus, not all pages are required. For selected chapters, only some pages. That too, I'll be telling you, I'll be posting you in the group. All those who join for sociology, for them separate group will be created. So only whichever PDF I'll post, only that much you're supposed to read. That too we'll discuss in the class. Class notes will be given. After that, extra value addition. But 2 books compulsorily will be given to you. Essential Sociology Nitin Sangwan, paper 1, paper 2. Previous year questions of Sociology compiled by New Vishal Publications. Remaining all are not compulsory. Remaining all are voluntary. Value addition. Apart from that, so this will be given to you. At the end of each topic, we will be discussing previous year questions. And we'll be discussing how to write the answer. Every day daily answer writing will be there. First 15 minutes of the class, what all happened in the previous class, from that only question will be given to you. So we have to write daily answer writing compulsorily. So that daily will improve. Weekly test also will be there, you will improve. Not only in sociology where marks will increase if you write daily answer writing, it will improve in all other GS papers also. Most important, whatever question comes, your thinking and approach toward the answer will change. Introduction, conclusion, presentation, all. So daily evening, 6 to 8 class will be there. So why should we study sociology? Simple online answer. To bring solutions to the problems faced by society in India. As an officer, as a human being, as an individual, as a better person in the family. See, somebody is toxic in the family. How do we solve the problem? With emotional stability. Some of our friend is facing some emotional trauma. How do we solve the problem? By providing necessary support system. So you can bring social change, not only by becoming officer, but if you become civil servant, you can bring social change in so many millions of the people. Because see, for next 30 to 35 years, nation's future is given in your hands. With power, with authority, with resources, with policy, with implementation. So finally, from April 20th up to 1 week, you can attend freely classes. You can discuss with the faculty also after the classes are over. Still, if you have any doubts, so you can just check. See, first and most important, have a clarity for yourself. Second most important, so if you enjoy reading of social issues, if your answer writing is minimum basic, excellent Cambridge English, Oxford English is not required. Simple sentences, simple tenses, more than sufficient. And if you are reading newspaper, you should be able to develop why this problem is still continuing despite so many measures are taken. So your attitude toward the subject is correct. So that you will become a better person. We will try to solve social problems. Finally, we will bring a social change. See, social change will happen not only when you join in civil services. Wherever you are such a good person where everybody feel value addition because of your presence. That is a social change. Wherever you are, somebody is getting inspired from you. Somebody is learning something positive from you. Somebody is learning some values from you. Somebody is looking at you as an ideal role model. That is a social change. Social change not in terms of only money, not in terms of status, not in terms of power. Real social change is change within your personality. See, what is greatest success in life? Greatest success in life is victory over oneself. Success happens, you are okay with it. Failure happens, you are okay with it. That is the real social change. Equality of mind. Great success happened, everybody is celebrating. Still, we are maintaining our neutrality. Worst situation came, still, we are maintaining our equanimity. That is the real change that will come in your life. When you go through all this sociological background, more important, you will become a better social individual. So that is the purpose. So I feel, so the purpose of today's class and what all we discussed till now, all purpose is served. So if still you have any doubt, probably you can ask. I think I addressed what is sociology, how sociology helps you, what is syllabus inside sociology, what are the resources, what is paper on syllabus, what is paper to syllabus, what qualities are required for you, and finally, so in the sociology orientation class, some social change happened in you about society. To understand, not to judge. To understand, not to judge anybody, any issue, any person. That is what really sociological background will help you. See, one more final disclaimer. Sir, if I take sociology optional, will I become the topper? Answer is no. Any optional which you take, you should work and improve your skill set to get the marks. How do you get highest marks in sociology, sir? Daily attend the classes, daily religiously follow answer writing practice, weekly keep attending the classes and writing the test. Try to have the habit of reading newspaper articles. Anyway, I'll be posting in our sociology group daily in newspaper what is the relevant sociology article, what can be taken, where we can quote in value addition. Plus test and revision. Less resources, multiple revisions. And correct a framework. Theory from the paper 1, application to paper 2. Interlinking approach of the answer, deeper understanding. So probably will get you 290 to 310 marks, which will decide your rank, which will decide most important now your cadre. Optional will make you or break you. I would say in sociological world, optional is your life partner. Your partner may take divorce. At that time also your sociology optional will help you. I mean, so to understand the reality better, because you have to stay with it. And the more, all this deeper understanding will reflect in your way of thinking. So that any issue comes, okay, let's see it. Chuskundam. Okay. Last line. This is my favorite line. It's not over till it is over. There is a movie called Bell Bottom Movie. So in that movie, India says Ra agent failed. Everybody in the society, everybody in the department considered that he died is a failure. But he completed the task and come back. And last line of the movie, Bell Bottom Movie is, it's not over till it is over. UPSC journey is a long journey. It's not over till it is over, till finally our roll number enters in holy PDF list of UPSC. Okay? Right support system, right guidance, plus right positive group around you. Very important, because sociology says your average of 5 persons with whom you are spending most of your time in a day. Your average of 5 persons with whom you are spending most of your time in a day. Don't look at each other, but look at their qualities are there inside you, your qualities are there inside you. It's a positive reference group. Ambitious, hardworking, studious, sincere. You will also become like that. So suppose you are part of Air Force group, you will also become Air Force group only. Not that Air Force. Galik Dirige Air Force. Understood? So still if you have any doubts, I will be available evening 6 to 8. You can speak with me, you can interact with me. All clarifications you can take it. And most important, they'll give 1 year validity for the course. You can attend online, offline anytime. And whichever attempt you are going to give the mains, freely guidance will be given to you. Answers will be personally evaluated by me only. Most important, my number will be given to you. I will be available. So not only for optional mentorship, if you're stuck in preparation anywhere, all this, because already we have gone through this struggle. We know the response mechanism at each point of time. Okay. I hope I gave real insight about what is sociology. Okay. So seeing all, waiting to see you in sociology class on April 20th. Okay. Thank you.